Paul, we've just said it there, it's a horrible day for a manager to have to do this retained release, but it's got to be done.
I know it is. It's the normal order that goes on at the end of a season, and we are in a position as a football club where we're trying to improve, we're trying to be better. We've done absolutely fantastic this season to take ourselves to the next level, which is going to be a real challenge. And I've had to make some tough decisions. We've discussed it as a group of staff, and I've made the final call on it. And some players who were involved at the weekend in what was a brilliant day for everybody connected with the club, unfortunately, will be leaving us, and that is the nature of football. And we've just got to keep trying to move forward as well as we possibly can.
It's almost the extreme highs and lows, isn't it? Because everybody on Sunday is on such a high, and then for some people, it's the reality of this today.
Yeah, I think when we were back at the hotel on Sunday night, that's when it sort of hit me that I had to do this ugly part of the game. Listen, I've been a manager now for long enough. I know that's how it happens, and I know it's not pleasant. And I actually say it as an apology when I'm speaking to the players. I thank them for everything that they've done. Some have played a major part in it, played a big part. I've just got to make these decisions for what I think is for the best for the football club. There's none of these decisions are made for personal reasons, certainly not for my personal reasons or because there's any dislike of any individual. I want players who I believe are going to help take us forward. There's no guarantee that I've made the right calls, but I have to make what I think are the right calls, and that's why I've made these decisions today.
How much did Sunday's end result, the fact that it is League One, how much did that change your thinking, or was it already set in stone for you?
No, it was set. Yeah, it was set as to what we're going to do. I think the fact that we've gone up to League One makes me realise we might have an opportunity to get a better level of player than we were. We had two different scenarios, League Two scenario and League One scenario. Thankfully we're now in the League One scenario, and we're now the plan now. We've dealt with this first part. We've obviously got a period of time where we have to wait to see whether the offers have been accepted from players and whether there's any room for negotiation, whether we can go to a level that they want, because always the case, players always feel they're worth more than we've offered, and they always feel as though they're probably worth more than we can afford to pay. So it's how much do they want to be part of it, how much do they enjoy playing, how much do they think that they're going to play for us, and I hope they all agree to stay and we can move forward as quickly as possible and start then slotting in the new signings in and around that.
The players you're talking about there are Morgan, Marzi, Deno and Taylor. How long have they got, Paul, and how quickly will you move once that decision is made?
They've got 7 days to make a decision. Unfortunately, because our season was extended by a bit longer, there's nothing in the rules that say that I could have given them 24 hours, but we've given them. I think we're being fair. We're giving them 7 days. What I don't like, and I know it happens, is that they get X offered by us and they go and see whether they can get double X or treble X somewhere else, and they use our figure to go and tout around. I know that's the nature of the game. I know that's how it happens, but they've got 7 days, and if the answer is no, then we'll move on. We have to move on. We cannot stand still as a football club. We have to keep trying to be taking ourselves forward, and that's something that we'll then see over the next week what happens.
I've seen this with you before. If they say no, there's no disappointment from you. You genuinely just move on. But the fact that you've offered these 4 lads, that made an offer, means that you want them here.
Oh no, I've said that to everybody. I haven't made it just for the sake of it. I've made it because I think they can play a part for us, and I will be disappointed if they say no. But the truth is, we can't do anything about it. I don't believe that you can control everything. We can only control what we're able to do, and if it will come down to finances, that's the top and bottom of it. And everybody knows, as a football club, we haven't got bundles of cash. We do not have the finances that other clubs might have, and if these players get a better offer and we cannot come anywhere near it, then we'll have to just shake their hands and wish them all the best. And there's no point bleating about things that you can't affect. We are where we are. The board of directors will do everything they possibly can to give us a squad of players that's going to be able to hold its own in the league, and that will probably become a little bit clearer over the next week or two.
bit more black and white with Gibbo, Gabe, Corey, Mills and Max. Their options have been triggered, so they're here regardless.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we were able to do that. We have triggered that option, and we'll see them back on the 28th of June.
What does that mean for Gabe? Is he going to step up in now with it being his second year as a pro, particularly as a goalkeeper? Is he stepping up now, and you're going to expect things from him?
I'm always expecting things from him, from every player I am, but I've explained to him and I've explained to Thomas I'm looking to bring another goalkeeper in. We are certainly not going to go into League One with Thomas Holy and just Gabe Breeze. I want a really competitive goalkeeping department. Gabe is still in really early parts of his development as a goalkeeper. I think he's made some strides forward this year. I still think there's a long way to go for him. And the challenge for him is to show us that he can actually make those strides.
And the Kilsby situation, that shows that if a player's sent out on loan, don't be down in the dumps, use it for what it is. And he's proved to you that he's got something, and here he is with another year.
Yeah, definitely Gabe has, Max has done really well when he's been out. He's matured as a person, he's matured as a player. So I thank Peter Murphy and Annan for that, the way they've looked after him. And I've basically thrown the gauntlet down to him. Come back in on the 28th and you show me and you show us as staff that you deserve to be part of this group. He's a good size, he's a left-footed defender, he can do left back, he can do left side centre back in the shape that we've played this season. So it really is up to him. He's got an opportunity now. Jack Ellis showed us last season that he could step up and take it, and now it's up to Max to show us as well.
And the players release, Paul, that speaks for itself. This is a case of the manager thinking, okay, this is how I have to move on. Never easy. Difficult with Dev when you start in front of your own crutches and you probably know what he could have brought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Dev was there's a question mark over Jamie Devitt last season staying, and he was, I suppose he was brave to accept a lesser offer, a performance-related offer. Unfortunately, he's had a really tough time again, it's horrendous for him, and we'll still look after him now. We've sort of explained to him, and I know he's had a chat with Chris the physio this morning about his rehab programme and how we're going to do it, and we'll make sure he's fit. I think he's still unsure about where he wants to go and what he wants to do in terms of, does he carry on playing, does he look to get something else. I would have loved to have kept Jamie Devitt involved with us, but there isn't anything there for him at this moment, and we'll just do everything we can to get him back fit. That's the first thing, and then he has a decision to make where he wants to go from there.
I probably agree with you. I don't think it's fair to rake over the coals of the release list in depth, but there's one that the fans are saying, oh, surprised at Joel. That must have been a tough decision.
Yeah, it was a tough decision. I think because of the emergence of Jack Ellis, I think Jack has done really, really well in that right back, right wing back role, and I just think we have to keep improving the squad, and that was an area where I felt as though we need to improve it. And I'm not going to go into details of individuals. It's as simple as that, because I think that's really unfair. They've all played a part, whether it be on the field in match minutes or whether they've played a part in personalities around the dressing room. They've all played a part to get the achievement that we've done, and I'm not gonna talk about them individually. I thank every single one of them for what they've done this season, whether that be on the grass or off the grass, and I genuinely wish them all the best, and if there's anything I can do to help them, or if they want me to try and help them, we will do all we can to try and get them fixed up, because we still have a duty of care in that.